Our latest adventure takes us on an epic road trip from Perth to Exmouth. We'll be visiting some incredible spots along the way, like Carnarvon, the beautiful Bullara Station, and the vibrant coastal town of Exmouth. We'll snorkel in Turquoise Bay, paddleboard down Yardie Creek, and stop by the Termite Mounds for some unique photos. Starting in Perth, we couldn't be more excited to hit the open road and head north on this adventure. We were heading north on one of Western Australia's most iconic road trips, ready to embrace the adventure that lay ahead. Our first stop was Carnarvon, where my uncle runs a grape plantation. It was a great chance to catch up with him and see the lush vineyards stretching out across the landscape. Driving through the rows of vines was a nice change of scenery after a long drive, and it felt like a calm oasis amidst our journey. The next morning, our journey took us to Bullara Station for a well-deserved morning tea stop. The cozy atmosphere was just what we needed, complete with freshly brewed coffee and a delicious sausage roll. It's one of those places that instantly makes you feel at home, and a perfect spot to take a break before continuing on to Exmouth.
Your little tan.
Termite Mounds.
We're going to check some out tomorrow on the way to Coral Bay. But
Probably the same size as Bella, to be honest.
they're huge.
Massive.
We've kind of got to research what they are and how they're built. But for now, all we know is they are.
Termites.
We drove up about 2 days ago, so we did 9 hours to Carnarvon, stayed the night there, and now we have driven about 3.5 hours to Exmouth. So we are going snorkeling today. The first stop of the day is Oyster Stacks. So we have to hit up Oyster Stacks when the tide is high. I think it's at a minimum of 1.2 meters. So we just stopped into the visitor center to check the tide, and I think you could snorkel here between about 7 a.m. and maybe 12 noon today. Once it gets too low, then you'll start scraping yourself on the coral. So we picked up some rental snorkels yesterday as ours are in storage, and we're not going to rummage through that to get them. So we've got our snorkeling gear. We also have an inflatable stand-up paddleboard for later when we go down Yardie Creek. So super excited. Kane's driving us there. We're about maybe 5 minutes away max, and then it's time to go snorkeling.
Our first stop was the Oyster Stacks, a unique snorkeling spot named after the many oysters clinging to the rock formations. It's best to visit at high tide when the waters are deeper, making it easier to navigate over the reef. The variety of marine life here is incredible, with schools of fish and vibrant coral, making every dip a new adventure. Next, we made our way to Turquoise Bay, one of Exmouth's most iconic beaches. Known for its stunning turquoise waters and pristine white sands, it's the perfect place to snorkel or relax on the beach. The bay is also famous for its drift snorkeling, where the current gently carries you along the reef, allowing you to enjoy the underwater sights effortlessly. Swimming here felt like being in a tropical paradise, surrounded by colourful coral and marine life. We're at Yardie Creek in Exmouth.
Yeah, so we went snorkeling this morning. We went to Turquoise Bay, the drift loop, and
Oyster Stacks.
yeah, and not gonna lie, I was a little scared of the sharkies. We didn't see any, but
There was lots of fish out there, which was pretty cool.
yeah, you would have seen from the footage there was like the little rainbow fish and like some translucent fish, some mini dories, from Finding Nemo, which were really cute. We rented a inflatable paddleboard yesterday, which Kane is going to try and blow up. Emphasis on try. We saw someone with it the other day and they weren't getting very far. I think they packed up and went home.
With a back pump, yeah, it wasn't very successful.
No. So...
But we'll give it a go. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully we don't get blown out into the ocean.
Yeah, not sure how far down the creek we're really going to make it with this wind.
After snorkeling, we drove to Yardie Creek for some paddleboarding. This stunning gorge, with its deep red cliffs and calm waters, is a must-see. The creek is the only permanent waterway in the Cape Range National Park, and home to a diverse range of wildlife, including rare, black-flanked rock wallabies. Paddleboarding down the creek was peaceful, and let us take in the beauty of the rugged cliffs while spotting the wildlife along the banks. Just make sure to wear plenty of sunscreen, as the sun can be intense here. Exploring this natural wonder by paddleboard is an unforgettable way to appreciate its raw beauty.
Down Yardie Creek, and I have got the comfort seat. Passenger princess, apparently. Doing a pretty good job, I'll give her that.
Good job. I reckon I'm faster than Kane.
I don't know. Because all the wind side's down now that we're inside the creek.
Bit of a workout, but the wind died off a bit, so it's a little bit easier. Kane's loaned me his shirt because I was getting a little bit pissed, which isn't good. We have been loading up on sunscreen, but it is a warm one today, but there's some shade over here on the left, so no, ideally not. But it's absolutely beautiful. The water looks pretty clear. Hopefully we got some footage of that, but not many people out here, just one tour boat that we've seen. Other than that, it's just us. So, pretty amazing so far. And what did you say we're meant to be in the rocks?
Rock wallabies, I think.
Apparently there's meant to be rock wallabies, but we haven't seen any yet. It's probably too hot for them. I reckon they'd come out during the day or when it's a bit cooler. But we've made it further than we thought, so that's our workout for the day, I'd say. Kane takes over the rowing whenever we're about to pass someone, so it just looks like I haven't done any of the rowing, but we have proof. I will be sure to make sure that a clip gets inserted of me rowing. It wasn't just Kane. Yardie Creek, what would you rate it?
I'd give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say 8, but it would be like a 9 or a 10 if it wasn't as hot or windy. If we did it in the morning, it'd be If we did it in the morning, it would be stunning. So keep that in mind if you're ever going to book it.
Don't do it in the middle of summer.
Or in the middle of the day. So we are on the road again. It's about 1 p.m. We just finished up at Yardie Creek, which was really, really fun. I think if you went in the morning or like sunset, it would be absolutely beautiful, but we did make the mistake of going right in the middle of the day in summer. The flies have been terrible. We need to get one of those like little fly net thingies. It's just like a little, how do you even explain it? Fly net. Google a fly net, but it kind of just like covers your face and it's in like fishnet. I don't know, it's meant to keep the flies away.
We're heading off to the lighthouse in Exmouth, or near Exmouth.
We're kind of racing towards the sunset. So everywhere we researched on Google for like the best spot to watch the sunset in Exmouth, every single blog or recommendation was this lighthouse. So we are heading there now, but we kind of got sidetracked with napping and editing some photos, and it's about 20 minutes before the sun actually sets. So hopefully we'll make it, but it has come out with so many clouds this evening, and it didn't look like that before we left.
But I think they're good clouds. We might be in a bit of luck here.
Kane's remaining optimistic. He thinks it's going to be a good sunset. I'm a little bit pessimistic on this one. It's looking pretty grey outside, so I don't know if we'll get
It's beautiful.
some beautiful colours.
What are you talking about?
Fingers crossed somehow this sunset is really good, but at the moment you can't actually see the sun, so not sure which one of us is going to be right.
It's me. We ended our day by driving to the lighthouse, which offers a panoramic view of the Indian Ocean. Watching the sunset from here was truly mesmerizing, with the sky painted in shades of orange and pink. The light gradually faded, and we soaked in the peaceful atmosphere, appreciating the perfect end to a busy day. We're on the way to Coral Bay.
Yeah, so it's the next day. We had every intention of getting up at sunrise. We had our alarm set for 5:30, 5:45. We were going to go up to the lighthouse. Our alarm went off. We pressed snooze.
And then we fell back to sleep.
Until like 7:30 p.m. Oops, 7:30 a.m. I could use like 12 hours of sleep though. But yeah, so we missed sunrise, but sunset last night was unreal. Like Kane was the winner there. He was right. It looked like the sky was on fire.
As our time in Exmouth came to a close, we made a stop at the Termite Mounds to capture some last photos of these fascinating structures. The mounds are built by termite colonies and can reach heights of up to 5 meters. They're made of soil, saliva, and dung, creating a sturdy structure that provides shelter and temperature control for the termites inside. Reflecting on the journey back home, we felt grateful for the incredible experiences we had in Exmouth, from snorkeling in crystal clear waters to exploring Yardie Creek and watching sunsets from the lighthouse. Every moment was unforgettable. We're already looking forward to our next adventure and hope you'll join us for more travel tales ahead.